I would like to get into dumpster stuff. It seems much more straightforward. So let's talk about that. What's the difference between dumpster rentals and junk removal? And, which one is easier to get into? Who wants to take that one?
Well, we did dumpsters, so we can.
Yeah, well, we started dumpsters for a little while, and then we decided to go back to just junk instead of the dumpsters. So.
I think dumpsters is like awesome. If you don't like labor, I guess like it's you make a lot of money. I mean, you're running dumpsters out all day. It's great. I really did like doing dumpsters, but I enjoy doing junk removal much more. Like I'm still young. I like the teamwork. I like finding stuff. It's
You got people that are throwing a whole bunch of stuff that you're not supposed to dump into your dumpsters.
The
So
the clients are so
transfer.
different. The clients are so different with dumpsters. They're like, you know what I mean about your dumpster prices. I mean, you're getting haggled so much more with dumpsters, even though it's like a set price. Like you could get just scammed more. I don't know.
It's the entitlement. They feel like they're entitled because they're doing all the labor. All you're doing is bringing a metal bin. They think it's easy.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna be chasing some payments and stuff.
And also you're dealing with a lot of construction companies that have all that manual labor. So they're looking at you like, oh, we could do this by ourselves. We just don't have the dumpsters. So they're already like kind of got like a chip on their shoulder already, so to say.
Yeah.
Like, why am I paying extra for this?
Yeah, we have like credit card on file and everything, but they can cut their card off still, and there's a lot of scammers that use dumpsters. So we've, had to chase payment and had people, cancel their credit card, and I don't know. It wasn't that fun. I feel like it was breaking up like relationships even with my junk removal customers.
You got people arguing with you, trying to tell you that their junk didn't weigh that much.
Yeah,
but their junk was like ridiculous.
That's a big one. A lot of the times the construction debris in there, it's so heavy. They do not believe it when you have to upcharge them the extra like 100 per ton, and they think that you're dumping stuff in there. So it just felt like a really shady, like I didn't like the customer relationships with the dumpster people, like dumpsters and clients. So I like junk removal. All the clients like are so much nicer. They see you doing the hard work. You earn your money. With dumpsters, people just don't trust it.
And what's the initial layout? Because I would think dumpsters are a lot more expensive. Unless you're going out just buying the trucks immediately in junk removal. I would think like you got to buy significant amount of dumpsters, and they got to be pretty expensive, and all the different sizes you need and all.
Yeah, we ran 30 yards and 20-yard dumpsters, but we got like a setup. It was like
we had an old truck. It was a 90 Max, so it was like 25 years old. No, 35 years old.
Yeah, it was old. I think we spent like 50,000 on the setup. Yeah. It came with like 6 brand new bins and 2 really old, rusty old ones that were retiring soon.
Yeah, it was a big, ugly truck straight out of a horror.
It was a pretty
nice truck. Yeah. I mean, it did its job. It did its work, but it wasn't like we're out here. I mean, you guys seen our trucks. We're like flashy to like go to an old school horror movie. Kids scaring kids, not even doing nothing, just trying to drive, and everybody's like, it's.
Yeah, it's a good investment, though. I mean, I feel like that's something I would maybe look back into when I'm not worried about reviews for my personal business or anything,
Or if we're trying to like retire.
It's a retiring kind of business, I feel, just because I do enjoy junk removal. It's a really easy business to grow because it stays so busy, and dumpsters only cost like around $5,000 brand new. So you keep growing them and renting them out. It's like real estate, you keep getting $500 off the same bin, but like 20 times a month. So it's a really profitable business. It just wasn't fun.
See, what my thought is with the whole with the dumpsters is just like you said, once you've figured out the junk removal and you got that up and running and it's running smooth and all that, and you got all the processes running itself, now might be the time to go and buy a yard, go buy a commercial yard or a warehouse, and actually make that investment. That's where I'm thinking about going with this. This way you actually have like a hard asset, that you could sell along with the businesses. And now you have the option. Now you could either separate them, when you look to sell, like here, you want to to buy my junk removal, I got a dumpster rental business as well. You could buy both of them together. If you want to buy both of them, you could rent the yard from me, or you could buy everything in one big package deal, and own the commercial yard. So I think that might be a good investment, once you get to that level and you could handle everything. What would you think of that, being if you were in that kind of situation? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I think that if you're going to sell one day, that's definitely like the best because you have everything. You're all in one business and people love that when they're buying. But yeah, if you're running it, I don't know. The dumpster
A
is
lot
just
of work, probably, right?
it's a lot of work. My phone, I don't use AI. I don't use any of that stuff. I'm the phone person. So my phone was blowing up all day long, all night. Like it was junk removal rentals. It was a lot. He was just in and out, driving dumpsters all day. Once one's done, one needs picked, like they need picked up, dropped off, picked up, dropped off. You're driving all day long. So you got to have a driver. And I was trying to have him be the driver. And it was way too much. Like we were working like maniacs and it wasn't worth the time. Like we had no off day anymore. But yeah, like for you, I would say that'd be a good idea. Like, because you're gonna maybe franchise out, you're gonna hire people, but we're just still trying to stay small. Like we're not trying to franchise or anything.